Well, the challenge is going to be getting Boris Johnson to resign, given that he seems unlikely and unwilling to do that. So then the next question for parliamentarians as they come back into session later on this morning is quite how you get rid of a Prime Minister. And the mechanism exists. It's called a vote of no confidence. But if you have a vote of no confidence, in theory, you have 2 weeks after that confidence vote to try and find a fresh majority and therefore a fresh, potentially caretaker government. The challenge is going to be that all of these opposition parties are united in their disdain currently for Boris Johnson's Conservative-led minority government, united in their view that a no-deal Brexit is a bad idea and they should seek to block it. But beyond that, there's a lot of disunity amongst these opposition lawmakers. I had a chance to speak to some of them yesterday and ask them essentially what they were planning to do next.
Our duty as parliamentarians is to seek a proper remedy for the situation in which we find ourselves. The remedy for that will be a people's vote. Because if we go for a general election first, that does not deal with the single issue which we are facing. All of us know what the single issue we are facing is, and all of us want a resolution to it.
There are certain things that we can do, for instance, to be absolutely certain that the Prime Minister will be required to seek an extension. So we will do that. There are other actions that we can take, and one of those, which I hope we will take, is trying to pass a bill that would lock the Prime Minister into linking any deal he secures, if he does secure one with the European Union, to a referendum. Because I think we are now there in terms of the numbers of MPs who see that as a way out of the quagmire, frankly, that we are in as a country on Brexit.
We will then pass motions demanding the government publishes all of the impact studies into the no-deal Brexit, which has refused to do so far. We will also demand the publication of all the communications between Mr Johnson and his advisers that prove that he lied to the Queen. And then we will see what else we need to do to prevent a no-deal Brexit and ensure that the people's voice in this country is heard, either through another general election or preferably another referendum.
But once we've secured that we're not leaving the European Union, the opposition must come together, force a vote of no confidence, take Boris Johnson out of office and have a general election. That is the way that we should be going.
As you can see, a range of views from various party leaders and senior lawmakers. You can either try and hold the government to account, you can try and strengthen the existing legislation to block a no-deal Brexit at the end of October in case the Prime Minister and his government try to somehow circumvent it. You can push for a general election, you can go for a referendum. Whether they try to do that this week remains uncertain. All of the Labour voices I've heard over the last 24 hours or so indicate they will not be pushing for a vote of no confidence today because there is not enough support for a Jeremy Corbyn-led government in the interim to try and take the country past October 31st and into a general election. So at the moment, things remain in flux. I hate to say it, there is still a huge amount of uncertainty going into this new parliamentary session. One thing is clear, Boris Johnson has become a real focus of lawmakers' anger, and he should expect a very, very tough time of it in the coming days, guys.
Hi, I'm Joanna Bersecci, and thank you for watching. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thank you for watching.